What is going on, you wonderful people? I hope you are having an amazing day. So Lil Wayne is one of the most influential rappers of this generation, and apparently he has a lot of things to say about Black Lives Matter. What most people don't understand is, once you get out of this victim mindset, many metaphorical doors will start to open for you in your mind, and once they open, you get to see the light, and once you see the light, you will get to see exactly what you can do and what is possible, which is what I think happened to Lil Wayne up in this case.
What's your thought on Black Lives Matter?
What is it? What do you mean?
The idea is that there's this movement called Black Lives Matter, thinking that the rest of America didn't seem to understand that Black Lives Matter.
It just sounds weird. I didn't know that you put a name on. It's not a name. It's not whatever. It's somebody got shot by police and for a reason. I am a young, black, rich. If that don't let you know that America understands Black matter these days, I don't know what it is. Don't come at me with that dumb man. My life matter, especially to my.
Do you separate yourself from it?
I don't feel connected to a damn thing that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you do, you crazy as you. Connected to this flag right as I'm connected. I'm a gangbanger, man.
You said you.
He ended our interview angrily.
What's your reaction to Kaepernick's protest?
Well, let's go to the first. Let's comment on the first clip. He got mad. He said, "I'm not a politician. Don't ask me these questions." But first off, he's right though. He's a successful black man. He said different words, but I'm not gonna say those words because I don't talk like that. He is a successful black man in America. He is rich. He is filthy rich. I know that guy is filthy rich. I think he had like a little fiasco with his owner, and he was owed 50 million. I know he got that 50 million. So he's at least worth 50 million. I know he's worth a lot more than that. So with that being said, how is it that, black lives don't matter in this country? How is it that people don't matter in this country? Of course they do. Of course they do. Everybody matters in this country. It is what you are willing to do to pursue what you want. That is what I think.
Yes.
Yeah, going right back again to this man. It's a man and his decisions, man. Respect the man and his decision. That's all I can do. I have no opinion on it because the things I'm not into it enough to even give an opinion. So when he did it, I really didn't even know what. Somebody had to tell me why he was doing it. That's how much I didn't know what was going on, and I kind of still don't. So somebody had to explain to me like, "Are you kneeling because of the Black Lives Matter thing and because of and all that wave or whatever, that whole wave just went by me too fast for me even try to even give an opinion." So I just was like, "Oh, okay, that's what's happening."
So you're a deep thinker in these issues.
Mm-hmm.
So step back from all of it. I know this is a very broad question, but where are we in the United States of America in race relations and what you see from day to day in your life?
Skip, they wouldn't want to ask me that. They wouldn't want my answer to represent it because God knows I have been nothing but blessed. My whole path, these 33 years have been nothing but a blessing. I have never, never is a strong word, I've never dealt with racism, and I'm glad I didn't have to. And I don't know if it's because of my blessings, I don't know if it's, but it is my reality. So I would have to say, not only did I thought it was over, I still believe it's over, but obviously it isn't.
So you've never experienced any offensive behavior from any other color or?
No, sir.
Wow.
But
you are blessed.
But you see what's going on,
What?
even in your city, New Orleans, with Alton Sterling.
Yeah.
During Katrina, the officers that killed those and ended up in jail. So I know you say you're not paying attention to it.
Yeah.
But you see some of the things
I see what's going on.
Right.
Yeah. As far as an opinion on what's going on, I mean, of course, we all want somebody to figure out what's going on first and then put a stop to it, or try to put a stop to it, or everybody come together and figure something out, and maybe just coming together is the solution. But we'd have to do that first. And obviously we have a bunch of differences, people feeling this way, people feeling that way. When you come to a person like me, my answer is always the same, man. My politics, my flag, my country, my nation, my world, all that It's Reginae, Cameron, Neil, and his brother, Tony. That's it. That's my nation. That's my flag. That's my world. That's my protest. That's my don't protest. That's my everything. That's all that matters. Those 4 kids to me.
So go one level deeper with me.
Okay.
I remember one
Come on,
time
Skip.
I saw you after you had done a concert. I think it was in Westchester, different kind of neighborhood, but I asked you what the racial breakdown was of your audience. Do you remember this? And you told me the only black face you could see in the whole audience was your makeup artist. I believe that's what you said, and she was in the front row, right? A lot of white kids love rap.
Yes.
Explain that. What does that say to you? What's the message of it? What's the bigger picture of it?
What is the message?
I don't want to be bashed because I don't want to sound like I'm on the wrong if there is a side, but I thought that was clearly a message that there was no such thing as racism. That's what I thought that was.
Okay.
That was a perfect example. When I look out and I come up off the stage, when I'm coming out the bottom of the stage of my show, when I'm on tour, and I'm in my stance or whatever, and I open my eyes and I see everybody. I don't have this type of crowd or that type of. My crowd has always been everybody, thank God, and that's all I can answer for. So.
Do you think the younger generation, the millennials, do you think they're moving a little further away from the racism as opposed to where it used to be?
It's not cool to them.
Right.
It's not cool to them. It don't matter to them. And when it's so not cool that it doesn't even matter to them. You know, they're like, what? He's what? You know, they're like, what happened? And that's their response. That's the millennials' response.
But could it be that you're a musician?
No.
And obviously, as an ex-professional athlete or as an entertainer, do you think they treat you differently? Although you are black, you are a prominent figure in the black community. Could that be?
That's why I said I'm sure it may be because of my blessings.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why my path has been different.
Right.
But I'm be first to want to say I'm sure that it has a lot to do with it,
Right.
but it also is the person that I am. I believe strongly that it's the person that I am.
You treat people a certain.
Exactly.
Like I said, Wayne, I commend you. I'm glad you're speaking. You're not embellishing a story. Being from New Orleans, experiencing what you've been able to experience. I remember reading where you say you accidentally shot yourself, but racism is real. He knows it's real, although he hasn't experienced it.
With that said, that night, that day, that I shot myself, the police, I was the only person in the house.
Right.
Police came through there. They knocked the doors down. I was on the floor.
Right.
They jumped over. They all hopped over me, looking for the drugs and looking for this and that. It was a white police that came, ran up there and stopped and said, "What are y'all doing? Do y'all not see this baby on the floor?" And they said, "We called the ambulance. The ambulance." He said, "Ambulance, he has a hole in his chest." He picked me up. He brought me to the hospital himself. He was white.
You can tell that last story he said right there was very emotional. So it's very obvious to me that Lil Wayne has a good head on his shoulders. He's saying, hey, it is very obvious that racism does not exist, not only because I was able to attain the position that I have in society right now as a black man, but also because when I look in the crowd, when I look at all my fans, when I look at all of my, a lot of my friends, my executives or whatever, they're all white. A lot of them, a lot of his fans are white, which I know. A lot of people that consume hip hop music today are white. They are white people. Majority because they have the most money to economically, but also because, honestly, white people like music, which is a good thing. That means that they are open to different cultures. White people are open to different cultures because they grew up with these cultures. Me as a younger person, I'm 22 years old. I'm a 22-year-old man. When I was growing up in school, we had white, black, Latino, all people together when I was in school. And we did not look at each other differently. We didn't even think about color. The only time I'm thinking about color now is when somebody brings it up. When somebody brings it up. A lot of people now are entitled. They want to feel racist. And I seen something that, I forgot his name, Sharpton or whatever. I forgot. The black guy, speaking to Wayne right there. He said, "I'm glad that you did not embellish a story." A lot of celebrities today, they will embellish a story just to seem like they, are a professional victim. Just to seem like they are something, to get some type of attention for themselves. A lot of people would embellish a story like that. So I do commend Lil Wayne for not doing that. That was amazing. But with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, my name is Jay Dottie. Like and subscribe. Peace.